Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives, back for another video. I thought I could save these for my next update, but I got thinking, I really want to give these a little more attention. Sometimes an update can feel a little rushed, or you start forgetting things that you wanted to talk about. You go back and check your video over or whatever, and you're like, shit, I should have wrote that down or whatever. So what I thought I'd do is we'll dedicate this whole video just to some live DIO. Ronnie James Dio, may he rest in peace. The legend is living on. Two brand new reissues here, some live DIO. Evil or Divine and Holy Diver live have just been reissued here on February 12th and on BMG. Fantastic job, you guys. I'm going to show you each release. These are triple gatefold, probably the best triple gatefold in my collection, to be honest with you. I have, I think, 3 or 4 triple gatefold Iron Maiden, which are really good too, but these ones are just, wow. There are a lot of thought went into these, and I'll show you each piece, and that's kind of why I wanted to have a separate video and just show you everything and not rush through it. So yeah. So when I don't want to forget, I want a special shout out to my friend Matt over at the Accusation Network. Matt does these episodes called Metal Vinyl Releases. He does them at the beginning of every month, and it's kind of like a checklist for me. Want it, need it, love it, stuff like that. So if you have not checked out Matt's channel, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Go over there and check him out. But not only does he do that episode, but he does a lot of great episodes. So he got me onto these. I watched his episode. I'm like, I have to pre-order these. And then I got, all kinds of friends messaging me. Have you seen these? They're out now. Pre-orders up. And I'm like, yes, I need to get on these. Love DIO. So I'm going to go through the 2 newest ones first, and then I'll show you a little bit more later. So these reissues came out on, I don't know if you're familiar with, I think it was last year. The last 4 DIO albums came out on BMG on like a media book style CD and vinyl. So I'm just going to show you one that I did pick. I actually got all 4, but we'll just show you one. This is Killing the Dragon. And these are the ones that had, when they came out, they had the lenticular covers. They're actually kind of sticky tacked right on top like this, and fortunately they're easily removed with a little bit of I use a blow dryer. Grab my wife's blow dryer, apply a little bit of heat, and they pop off very easy. But anyways, there was a few complaints about that. Yeah, they could have did without the sticky tack thing. It's a great touch, but I'm going to show you what I did with those lenticular covers too. Actually, I'll show you right now. So what I'm getting at is I did order the newest live ones with the lenticular covers, but what I did is I framed each one of these. This is, I think you would call this a 13 by 13 frame. Here in Canada and other parts of the world, there's a place called Walmart. I just go over there. Not too expensive. These are about $18 frames. Nice thick black. They're actually quite heavy, but the lenticular cover, you won't see it wiggle on here. But anyways, that's what I've done with them. Instead of keeping them inside, and I don't have any direct sunlight on them, so they should be preserved quite well in there. But anyways, now back to what I was saying, is these brand new live reissues had 3 options this time. You had the CD media booklet style like this, which is awesome if you're a CD collector, which I am. And, of course, I dabble in some vinyl, of course, but they're available in these. They're available in the lenticular cover and a standard. So I'm going to show you the first one. This is Evil or Divine. So this was released originally in 2003, a recording of a 2002 show. But here is with the lenticular cover on. I don't know if that's going to show on the camera that it's there. It's kind of moving around there. So basically these were sticky tacked on, and I removed them, and there is the cover underneath. So in this case, what they did this time is they're also available on just this, what they call a standard edition, which is the same thing all around, except you don't get this fantastic lenticular cover. And the only difference price-wise was $4. So really, I paid $4 for this, and I don't mind. I honestly would pay more for this. This is just fantastic. It's thick plastic, and it will go in a frame, as I showed you, very easily. And look at this updated artwork by, I think that his name is Mark Sasso. Yeah, if I'm pronouncing that right. So Mark's done a lot of the updated artwork for all these, so probably done about 6 reissues. I don't know if he did all the, I think he did the box for that Decade of DIO box set also. Anyway, so here is the first of the 2 new reissues on vinyl, and just impressive. Look at the spine on this. It is, and it's nice and square, no dents or anything. When it folds over, it's not, you know, overly uneven, and you know, sometimes you got to kind of bend them a little bit, you know, put a little pressure on them to straighten them out. So these open up. I'll show you the back cover first too. So this was live in New York City, concert from 2002, and originally released in 2003. So this is how the gatefold opens up. You have this artwork here, and there's a picture of Ronnie there. And then this opens up into some more fantastic artwork and a great picture of Ronnie James Dio here. So this album features, of course, Ronnie James Dio, Jimmy Bain on bass, Simon Wright on drums, Doug Ulrich on guitars, which Doug was on the Killing the Dragon album, and Scott Warren on keyboards. So just well put together all around. So we'll go through this and show you. Well, I don't want to miss that insert too, because there is a great insert here too. Did I pull that out? So there's that same artwork. I mean, they're talking about frameable stuff. I mean, this is frameable stuff itself. And there is a picture, replica exact of the front cover there too. So that, nice touch, well done. And each sleeve, so this is, and like I said, this is triple gatefold vinyl. And here is the first insert. This is the same photo on each side, and it just says evil or divine. Pretty cool picture. And vinyl number 1 is, there's the center ring, same on both sides. And then vinyl 2, here is the paper insert. Generally what I'll do is I'll replace these later with MoFi sleeves. They just are made of paper, and you just don't want to scratch up your albums. So that's the same on both sides. Now, their centering is a bit different. It's kind of a replica of that artwork that I just showed you. So that's pretty cool right there. And that's the same on both sides. And then vinyl number 3 is the same insert as vinyl number 1, and the center rings are the same too. So just an awesome show. This one is, I'm pretty sure by the year that it came out, 2002. So this would be like a Killing the Dragon tour. I mean, you have Doug Ulrich on guitar for sure. So, and they start off with 2 songs. Actually, two out of the first 3 songs. Killing the Dragon is the lead-off song, and then track 3 is Push, which is a fantastic song off of that album. And you know, I loved Killing the Dragon. And just really, that one really sounded like Dio kind of going back to the roots a bit, you know, and you know, Doug Ulrich from, you know, the Dead Daisies and lots of other stuff that he's done. He's a great guitar player. Yeah, and then you got all your favorites on here. And then there's always renditions of like Man on a Silver Mountain, Long Live Rock and Roll. And this one actually, So the concert ends on track 17 with Re-Rock, and then side F, and I imagine just to fill out, you know, the 3 vinyls, they did track 18 is This Is Your Life, so that one's from Angry Machines. Fevered Dreams is from Magica. Push is from Killing the Dragon. And then The Eyes, that is from Master of the Moon. So what they did is, excuse me, they took one track off of each of those newer reissues that came out, I think, last year. On the back of these, they all say 2019. So I imagine that is even these new reissues say 2019 on the back. That's probably kind of when the deal was done with BMG. And, you know, smart marketing, you don't put everything out at one time. So they're definitely pacing themselves. So hopefully we see some more reissues too. So the next one up is Holy Diver Live, which is a show from 2005 where they did Holy Diver in its entirety. And this was released in 2006 originally. So this is updated artwork. This is also available on, I think, the same company as I'm going to show you for future releases, like Ear Music or Eagle Entertainment, Eagle or Eagle Rock or something like that. But anyways, here is Holy Diver Live. Just great artwork, updated artwork here. And this is the lenticular cover that just, and they honestly, guys, they do pop off quite easy with a little bit of heat. Don't be in a rush. That's all I'm going to tell you. Put your finger in between here and there, apply a little heat and a little bit of pressure going upwards, and pop off one at a time. Don't, like I said, don't be in a rush to just rip it off, or you will, you know, you'll rip into this and it really would be your fault type of thing. So yeah, slow down, take it off. But for the $4 extra, I'm really glad I got these, because these two lenticular covers are going to get some frames. I think I got some room in the wall up over, I'm trying to move my finger, up over there. I think 2 of those will go right there nicely. You can never have too much DIO as far as I'm concerned, but there it is, lenticular cover. I don't know if that's going to move around, but anyways, great release. It says on the back here, on a truly memorable night in London, DIO delivered a complete live performance of their classic album Holy Diver in front of a widely enthusiastic sellout crowd. Not content with that, the band added tracks from across Ronnie James Dio's career, with both Rainbow and Black Sabbath as well, and some other Dio songs. Create the ultimate Dio live concert. I agree. Here's the, I don't know, did I show you that hype sticker for the other one there? If you want to pause that and look that over. And then here's the, excuse me, the hype sticker for this one. And one of the things I wanted to touch on in this video is, you know, I'm not always the biggest live album guy, but when it comes to, you know, some of my favorite bands like Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Saxon, Dio, you know, the traditional old school bands that I grew up with from, you know, 1983 on and never missed a release. I do like some live material. A lot of the studio albums, they're, you know, they're burnt in my brain. I mean, you know, Holy Diver is, you know, I could just play the album in my head and hear it. But when you get to hear these live versions, you know, whether some of them are repetitive or not, of course, because they're always going to play their hit songs. I got a release to show you here, a live Dio release that is, it's pretty cool, and I'll talk a little bit more about that and why I love it so much too. But anyways, here is the back cover. There's the track listing. Yeah, so for me, listening to a live album is kind of like it's like a treat. It's a special occasion. You know, I'll kind of, you know, I'll bust all my live Dio stuff at one time. I'll listen to it all. I'll put it all away for a while, and that's it for a while. Like I said, for a while, and then, you know, a few months later, a year later, whatever, pick it all out again, have a good listen. So I'm not looking for that same experience as a studio album. It's a different experience, put it that way. That's why, you know, live albums aren't for everybody, but when it comes to DIO, I just definitely have to have it. So let's show you this gatefold. Again, this spine, just phenomenal, nice and thick. It's almost like a, you know, just a book style. It's just that good. It's not, you know, it doesn't look like it's struggling to be in the, you know, it's not bent over or anything like that. So enough babbling about that. So here's the gatefold, this part, and then there's this side. It's got some live shots from this show, and right here. So this album features basically the same lineup as the one I just showed you, except instead of Jimmy Bain on bass, Rudy Sarzo's on bass. You know Rudy Sarzo from Quiet Riot fame, a fantastic bass player himself. Still got Scott Warren on keyboards, Doug Ulrich on guitar. So this was released, so this is a 2005 concert, so this would have been after Master of the Moon, which Master of the Moon, Craig Goldie returned for that album, so Doug Ulrich came back to participate in this. And, you know, I don't know how many shows they did, if this was a one-night only thing or what, but just a great set. I didn't show you this. You're not going to read this, but in the middle is a whole write-up of what's going on and about the show. Great insert in this one, too. Here is the paper insert. Again, you could easily frame some of this stuff, too, and here is the cover artwork again. Again, nice touch. These BMG reissues are phenomenal. You really feel like you spent your money wisely and you got some great value here. Here is album number 1. Here is the inner sleeve, some cool artwork, and of course we got the preacher from the cover of Holy Diver, all chained up there. And let's show you the center rings. These are 180 gram vinyl. So on all 3 of these for Holy Diver Live, all the center rings are the same. So I'll just show you this one, but I will show you the rest of the inner sleeves. So we'll put that one aside for now. So here is disc 2, Holy Diver Live, pretty cool. Kind of, there's Murray popping out, horns up, of course, and a cool, you know, just a cool shot of Ronnie James Dio. And these inner sleeves, they're, you know, none are buggered up. There's no seam splits. They're just very well done. I mean, the only reason I had these, I had to send Holy Diver Live back, the original one, because they just threw it in the box and it kind of got banged up, but it wasn't, you know, that was very preventable. But anyways, and here's the third one, which is exactly the same as the first one. And like I said, all the center rings are the same all the way around. And I featured these other 2 albums in one of my updates. I think it was around Christmas time, but you know, since we're on live DIO, we're in live DIO mode. These are worth another little mention. The first one I'm going to show you, if you have Amazon Prime, this show is actually on Amazon Prime. It is called Finding the Sacred Heart, live in Philadelphia, live in Philly, 1986. So that would have been on the Sacred Heart tour. But here is another great release that, I mean, if you want to know how that concert sounds, you can watch the show, like I said, on Amazon Prime. Just a really good concert. And there's the back cover. So these are not BMG reissues. These are reissued on Ear Music or Eagle Entertainment, or Edel, an Edel family member. And Ear Music, I believe, is a German company. They do a really good job on their releases. And this is just a double vinyl gatefold. And this album features what we got. Ronnie, of course, Ronnie's there. Vinny Appice on drums, Jimmy Bain, Craig Goldie on guitar, and Claude Schnell on keyboards. You know, Sacred Heart, you know, those first Dio albums, they're hard to beat. This is a fantastic show, by the way. And of course, you got a few medleys in here. I'm not a big medley guy, but when it's rock, Long Live Rock and Roll or Man on a Silver Mountain, which I absolutely love that song. I'm okay with that. One little quirk. Okay, they have The Last in Line, Children of the Sea, Holy Diver. That's kind of, those songs kind of need to stand alone. But anyways, that's just a small gripe. These releases are pretty cool, nice inners. So I just thought I'd recap these for you Dio fans that maybe were on the fence about picking some of these up. Both the same on both of them, just the different track listing, A, B, and then the other one was C, D. And this one came on a white vinyl. Cool center logo, sounds phenomenal. And by the way, those the BMG ones are just amazing. They just sound really good. But here's the white vinyl for that, centering the same on both sides. And so that concert is this reissue was released in 2013. So these actually are kind of newer reissues. I don't know if BMG is gonna reissue these. I have no idea, but they're well worth checking out. And the last one I'll show you today is Dio live in London, Hammersmith Apollo 1993, and I think that's Hammersmith Odeon, if they called that, if that's also the name. I think it is, but this one is on the Strange Highways tour. And earlier in the video I was talking about and the set list is just phenomenal on here. On this one, they actually play 6 songs from Strange Highways. They play Strange Highways, the song, Evolution, Pain, where else? Jesus, Mary and the Holy Ghost, Hollywood Black. And the other 3 albums that I showed you, all the encore song, the final song was We Rock. But on this one, it's second last because they're playing Here's to You, which is also on Strange Highways. So they kind of did something special on this night. But this is a reissue from Ear Music again, like I just showed you. So there's the track listing, and there is the company I'm talking about, which they also reissued Holy Diver Live. There's, with different cover art too. But here is the center. So this one features, of course, the lineup from Strange Highways, Tracy G on guitars. Who else do we have here? Jeff Pilsen on bass, you know him from Dokken fame. Scott Warren on keyboards again. And the legendary Vinny Appice on drums. And of course, Ronnie James Dio. Some cool center rings with it. Inner sleeves with this one. You got the Dio logo on this, and then a great shot of Ronnie here. And this one, same kind of thing going on here, just a little different background. And another really good, cool shot of Ronnie. And this one just came on black vinyl. Again, I know I've said it, but they do sound really good. And yeah, I definitely enjoy some live Dio. I enjoy some live albums, period, especially with these bands that you've already heard everything over and over. You have those albums that are just burnt in your mind. So it's nice to check out and in some cases there is some live material that actually is better than the original. It's whether it's just the lineup at the time or the energy of the crowd, things like that really add to a live experience. And even at home, sitting in your chair, grab yourself a cold beverage and just kick back and listen to some live material. So yeah, like I said, I just wanted to give a little more in-depth look at these live reissues from Dio and a couple of more that you might be interested in. those are still available too at a, still some decent prices. I'm sure, like anything, they'll just disappear too. But again, don't forget to go check out Matt's channel at the Accusation Network. I'll leave that link below. And if you got, an hour and a half to kill and you want to go watch that Finding the Sacred Heart on Amazon Prime, awesome show. Give you kind of an indication of what some of this live material's like. But anyways, until next time, stay heavy.